ṣé ẹ ti rí ṣọ́ọ̀tì yẹn àbí mò ń bọ̀ ẹ tún wo ṣọ́ọ̀tì eléyìí náà.
ó sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ jáde ẹ̀yin ẹ̀yẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ gá o ẹ̀yẹ màgàmàgà sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sẹ̀ lọ gbọ́dọ̀ tú orí ọba pẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ tú gbogbo àwọn tí a kọ́ lọ kí wọ́n darí wọn wálé tá a bá rá gbogbo dìgbà tí bẹ́ẹ̀ lu ẹsẹ̀ lẹ̀ yíwọ́ lẹ̀ mú.
ẹ ti rí yẹn náà àbí ẹ ti rí ṣọ́ọ̀tì tí mo tún fi hàn yín yàrá ó jẹ́ méjì mò ń bọ̀ ẹ tún wo eléyìí náà.
ní gòmórà àwọn ń gbẹ̀bí faláre ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kí lu yín dàbí sódòmù àti gòmórà. ìlú tó bá ti ń ta ìjẹ́ aláìṣẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ìlú yẹn kì í dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí. We have a leaders in Nigeria and we have a lot of leaders, but àwọn olórí tó bá ti ní ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan ẹ kíyèsí àwọn followers wọn wà nínú ìdè.
ok ẹ ti rí yẹn náà àbí ó jẹ́ mẹ́ta ẹ ṣe ó yá ẹ tún wo eléyìí náà ẹ wo ṣọ́ọ̀tì eléyìí náà.
By the time you realize the extent of the damages of this Fulani to this nation, it might just have been too late. They're not just operating in the north anymore. They've been doing it in the north. They've conquered the north. They've overwhelmed the middle belt. Now they've moved to the east. They've moved to the west. They tested the waters in Kwara. There was no resistance whatsoever. They've tested it in Ediye. They did it in Enugu. Recently, it was in Imo State. They attacked in Imo State. There was no resistance whatsoever. They did it in Omagwa in Port Harcourt, River State, south of Nigeria. They've tested the water. They've seen it. Then they decided to go deeper and went to your state. Kidnapping a child of 2, a child of 4, slaughtering a mass teacher, an educated man, an illiterate uncircumcised Fulani, slaughtering an educated Yoruba man, slaughtering like a chicken, took a life that has value, that has capacity to impact a generation, and he took it like that without anything. By the time we will realize the extent of the damages of Fulani to this society.
ok ṣé gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀tì tí mo fi hàn yín yẹn ẹ ti rí ṣọ́ọ̀tì yẹn àbí ẹ ti rí ẹ jẹ́ kó tó di pé mo tẹ̀síwájú mo press forward ẹ jẹ́ kí n kí wa torí mi gbọ́dọ̀ má kí wa mo kí yín o ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ káàsán ẹ káalẹ́ gbogbo ibi tẹ́ bá wà àkókò tó wà níbẹ̀ ó ní mo fi kí yín ètò ayé yín ò ní dojú ẹ ní rí wàhálà ẹ ní rí dààmú àlàáfíà Ọlọ́run kò ní fi yín sílẹ̀ ẹ máa ṣàṣeyọrí ẹ máa tàtà jèrè kí ni ohun tí àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀tì tí mo fi hàn wáyé kí ló dá lé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ni o lórí ọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè wa gbogbo àwa táwa Nàìjíríà yìí pátá tó bá mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ló wà tó dẹ̀ ń wo fídíò yìí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí Only Jesus TV jọ mo fẹ́ kó bá mi wá àyè wá àpótí wá ṣíà wá ìjókòó wá ohunkóhun tó bá dẹ̀ pé orí ibùsùn náà ló lè fara lé mo fẹ́ kó fara balẹ̀ dáadáa mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fara balẹ̀ dáadáa ẹ̀yin bàbá mi ẹ fara balẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹ fara balẹ̀ ẹ̀yin àbúrò ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ fara balẹ̀ dáadáa lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin lọ́mọdé lágbà ẹ jẹ́ ká fara balẹ̀ pẹ̀lú fídíò yìí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wo àwọn fọ́nrán yìí gbogbo àwọn fọ́nrán tẹ̀rí ṣọ́ọ̀tì wọ̀nyí lẹ́ẹ̀ máa wò pátápátá bí ẹ ṣe ń wò yìí gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá lẹ́ẹ̀ máa wò tẹ̀lé ara wọn. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wa yìí ó ti wá di pé ẹdìyẹ bàlẹ̀ okùn ara òrokùn ara òrò ẹdìyẹ àtọmọdé iṣẹ́ rí ibi táwa ṣì wà tó bá ṣì wà níbi tó yìí wà yẹn àdúrà ni kó máa gbà ó bẹ́ẹ̀ mi náà ṣe wà nínú àdúrà náà lèmi náà ń gbà ó inú ìfòyà inú bẹ̀rù bojo ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wà báyìí lọ́wọ́ àwọn afẹ̀míṣòfò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí afẹ́fẹ́ tó fẹ́ tó ṣe kí ni tó kaṣọ lọ lórí kọ́ ẹni tó wọ tiẹ̀ sọ́rùn kó múra dáadáa ṣùgbọ́n mi fẹ́ gbà wá lákòókò kẹ́lẹ́ ráyè wo gbogbo àwọn fídíò wọ̀nyí mi fẹ́ gbà wá lákòókò ẹ jẹ́ ká dìjọ wò tán nígbà tá a bá wò tán ẹ̀yin náà àmọ́ tá a bá lè gbára wa kí ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ ìgbésẹ̀ wo ló tún kàn kí ló tún yẹ ká tún ṣe lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká bára sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká foríkorí lórí fídíò yìí lábẹ́ comment section kájọ jíròrò papọ̀ kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ wo ló kàn kí ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀tì tẹ́ rí yẹn àwọn kan wọ́n ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ nílùú tíṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ wọ́n ti rán èṣù jáde wọ́n ti rán àwọn onílẹ̀ jáde which is fine ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀ now àti gbogbo àwọn tó tún sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ṣọ́ọ̀tì yìí ẹ jẹ́ kájọ foríkorí kí ni ọ̀nà àbáyọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tó kàn tó yẹ ká gbé ẹ bá mi share yóò dára fún wa ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kórí ẹ jẹ́ kí fídíò ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ viral gan ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ viral àní kúkú òjijì o àní fọjọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àní fọjọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ ẹ ṣé ó yá lókè lọ.
Only Jesus TV. This is getting scary. Hey, Oluwa, Lord have mercy. It is. Can you imagine? See the way the little children are traumatized. What is the meaning of all this, for God's sake? Honestly, this government, this our APC, I'll be waiting there because they are not trying at all. Nítorí Ọlọ́run, is this how we are going to live the rest of our life? I mean, what is the meaning of this? See the way everybody is just running scatter. Lord, please come to our aid, oh. We are powerless. We don't have power. It's only you that we know. I mean, what's the meaning of this, for God's sake? This is Ogbomoso yesterday. Even Lautech, they were just, everybody was just running up and down. It's only in Nigeria that we say they will see bandits and tell them they set them free. Other country, either they imprison them for life or they just quiet them. Now they've turned it to business. Everybody is collecting money from federal government posts. See the way they used to demonstrate the amount of money collected from their victim family. Lord, I beg you. Because now nowhere is safe again. I learned they even went to pick kidnap some people at Ekiti yesterday as well. What kind of nonsense is this, for God's sake? Oh my God. This is getting scary, honestly. You can't even sleep and close your eyes again. You have to sleep and open one eye. You can't enter taxi again. You have to be alert. You can't just... If you have people, if your families are anywhere, you just be calling them, checking on them as if they are kids. This is getting, this is, Lord, please, we don't want war in this country because we don't have anything to fight these people. We should not deceive ourselves. See children now, they are traumatized, You hear the way this one was shouting, Ejejesu, Hey, wow. Now 2 years old, 3 years old, 6 years, they are with them inside the bush. I just pity that one, that 2 years old, she will just be crying. Lord have mercy, this is tiring, honestly.
Oso lo ma jáde ẹ̀yin ẹyẹ so lo ma ga o ẹyẹ maga soro ẹsẹ̀ le gbọ́dọ̀ tú orí lo ba ko feto gbọ́dọ̀ tú gbogbo àwọn tí a kó lọ kí mo darí wọn wálé tá bá ra gbogbo degba tí nbe lu ẹsẹ̀ le ìwọ lè mú ká ṣe gota ká ta ju ni ẹsẹ̀ le ìlú yo tú wà fún ọ ẹ pé ore lala ni wọ́n wọlé àdírí aburú mọ́ ní dààmú lu ìmọ̀ ogun ní wọ̀lú ìmọ̀ o olúgbò nǹkan ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ èyí tá a wí lónìí kárọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ o kábíyèsí dá o àná fẹ́ jáde lọ ìmọ̀ bọ́ o ẹran wọn sẹ́jì lọ tá pé kọ̀ọ̀hún kí wọ́n máa lọ kí wọ́n lọ jagun wá kí wọ́n kà mọ́ wá àjọ ìbánjòkó fún dìde kí wọ́n náà jáde lọ àti kọ̀ọ̀tán ni.
àti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ o ẹ jáde o ẹ gbè wá ń jà o
àṣẹ
ẹ gbè wá ń jà o
àṣẹ
gbogbo ibikíbi tí ọmọ yìí bá wà ẹ dákun torí ọlọ́gbọ́n àwọn tó dè wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ bá wa sí abọ́sẹ̀ tí ń sojú àìrójú àráyè kó dé bá wọn o káwọn ọmọ yìí ó ṣe bọ́ kí wọ́n mọ́mọ́ o táwọn ọmọ yìí ó ṣe bọ́ kí wọ́n mọ́mọ́ o kẹ́ ẹ bá wa ẹ lọ gbè wá ń jà o ní kíákíá ní yárayára ẹ gbè wá ń jà o ẹ lọ bá wa dà wọ́n lédè rú àwọn asọ́jà gbogbo agbófinró tí wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ kábùrú ọmọ tọ̀ sí wọn o kí wọ́n bá ní mú wọn 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 ètí wọ́n rí mú láàyè wọ́n mú láàyè ètí wọ́n pa bí ní fanáfanṣu kí wọ́n pa wọ́n dànù láti láti rá àwọn tiwa gbà ní o káwọn ọmọ tiwa ti wálé ní o orí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o tó.
ìbá bàbá mi o Kàrímù tẹ́ ẹ tọ́lẹ̀ yìí ẹ dìde gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó tẹ̀lé Kàrímù ẹ dìde múradẹ yadé ọmọ ológbòjò ọmọ kọ́ńdú òní wẹ́wẹ́ rẹ ìwà rẹ ọyẹ lọ máa jó lọ́hùn. bí ne bá ń jó wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ká dókè àbùlàlà ẹ̀yin tó láyé parada ìyàmí ẹ̀ parada ẹ̀yẹ ẹlẹ́yẹ ayé parada ẹ̀yẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ gá. sẹ́bẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mọ́lọ́ lọ́sàn-án àfẹ́lọ́lọ́rù àtòrú àtọ̀sọ́yà mọ̀ pé yín ó sọ ọmọ ọmọ dáhùn ẹni pẹ́ wẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́mọ gbà kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wáyé lọ. agbára ogun lẹ́sẹ̀ lẹ̀ mọ́ o àríkú ọmọ èké mọ́ o tá a bá rí agbọ́dẹ gbà á ní mi ló kọjá pélé ọbẹ̀ lẹ̀ lọ́ta dájú kí lọ́ta yọ ọbẹ̀ lẹ̀ ẹni olóhùn ọ̀dàdúrà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ọmọ mi.
ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ o ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kí ìlú yìí dàbí
o
Sódómù àti Gòmórà o ìlú tí Ọlọ́run tẹ̀dó tó ń sọ fún wàrà àti fún oyin Nàìjíríà ẹ má jẹ́ kó daṣàlẹ̀ ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kí ìlú yìí dàbí o
Sódómù àti Gòmórà o.
ní Gòmórà àwọn ń gbẹ̀bí Fáláre ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kí ìlú yìí dàbí Sódómù àti Gòmórà o. ìlú tó bá ti ń ta ẹ̀jẹ̀ aláìṣẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ìlú yẹn kì í dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí. We have a leaders in Nigeria and we have a lot of leaders. But àwọn olórí tó bá ti ní ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan ẹ kíyèsí àwọn followers wọn wà nínú ìdè. Ohun tá a ní ní Nàìjíríà ìnira ló jẹ́ fún wa. A lépo ó ní wá lára, a ní cement ó ní wá lára, a ní rọ́bà ó ní wá lára. Gbogbo ohun tí Ọlọ́run fún wa tó jẹ́ natural resources tí ìlú tó ní nǹkan tó wà kò wọ́pọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tá a ní lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ìnira ló jẹ́. Àwọn tó ń jí wa gbé ìlú yìí ló wà, àwọn kan fi gbó ṣe lé, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gbé àwọn èèyàn wọ́n pa wọ́n. Àwọn bíbù yóò pààyàn nìkan o, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ń jẹ èèyàn. Ẹ wo bí wọ́n ṣe du arákùnrin yẹn lánàá. Teacher èló ló ń gbàṣẹ salary, ó ṣiṣẹ́ ìjọba dáràn. Kò ń ṣe pé Nàìjíríà máa compensate àwọn family ẹ o, shortage family máa yẹn nìyẹn o. Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá, ó ní káwọn bandits ìjọkọ́ má bínú, àwọn ready láti list sí wọn káwọn negotiate ní ìlú. Definitely kò sí security fún wa nìyẹn. Àwọn sọ́jà tó wà ní barracks ẹ kó wọn sínú igbó. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n dá wa dúró nígboro ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ sínú inú oko inú igbó kí wọ́n lọ gbòòrò síbẹ̀. Wọ́n dá mọ́tò dúró, wọ́n ṣe stop and search káàkiri ṣe Boko Haram. Wọ́n ti wọlé, ogun ti dé o, ogun ti dé o. Wọ́n wo bí wọ́n ṣe dúmà yẹn, wọ́n du bí ẹran. Wọ́n dẹ̀ send ẹ̀ táwọn family ẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa rí. Ọmọ gọ́vnà ó ń lọ láàrin ìlú, ó ń lo patrol, ó ń lo security. Ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ yìí yẹn, ọmọ Tinubu president ń rìn nílùú, kò ní political appointment kankan, ó ń lo security. Àwọn ọmọ mẹ̀kúnnù tó dìbò fún yín láìfù tí wọn ò secure. Láàárọ̀ yìí mo bẹ̀ yín, ṣẹ́rìsà We are praying for Nigeria. Nigeria ò need the prayer mọ́. Ẹ gbé àwọn olórí ṣépè. Àdúrà ò gbà lórí wọn mọ́, èpè lọ́rọ̀ wọn gbà. Sympathy is a feeling of pity or sorrow for a person that is sad. Ìbànújẹ́ ló jẹ́. Ìbànújẹ́ àti ọ̀fọ̀. Ṣé rí láàárọ̀ yìí? Ṣé ló jẹ́ kó mà sí à Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n gbé wálẹ̀? Tí gómìnà bá kú, ẹ gbé àsíá wálẹ̀. Ẹni tí hero, ẹni tí wọ́n dùn yẹn, ṣé ló jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé àsíá Nàìjíríà láàárọ̀ yìí? Ó jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé wálẹ̀. Tó bá ní kí ló dé, kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà ń ṣọ̀fọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n kó àwọn ọmọ kékeré, ọmọ ọdún méjì, ọmọ ọdún mẹ́ta, school mẹ́ta ni wọ́n ti operate lọ́sàn-án gangan lọ́jọ́ Friday. School mẹ́ta ni wọ́n lọ. Kò sí àwọn people yà wá sáàrin ìlú. Wọ́n wá kóyàn, wọ́n dey survive. Wọ́n succeed ìrìn àjò wọn. Ẹ lè rí àwọn bandit kí wọ́n wá sí àárín ìlú. Wọ́n fẹ́ wá kóyàn. Tó máa fi wá, tó máa fi lọ. Kò sí ọlọ́pàá tó ń dá wọn dúró. Ọlọ́pàá náà ò ní fẹ́ kú. Mo wo fọ́nrán kan lálẹ́ àná. Àwọn ọlọ́dẹ tí wọ́n lọ ní ugbó pẹ̀lú àwọn àmì. Wọ́n lọ ní ugbó. Wọ́n ní àmì sọ fún àwọn wípé ṣakabùlà làwọn ọlọ́dẹ gbé dání. Wọ́n ní àmì sọ fún àwọn wípé ìbọn tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn etí kìíní kan ni wọ́n pè é. Tako ìbọn AK-47 tako ní títì. Àwọn eléyìí títì tó ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú ló ń jábọ́ lẹ́nu ìbọn. Wọ́n ní àwọn àmì tó ń lọ fara pa ni wọ́n ní injury. Gumi wà láàrin ìlú ó ní ẹ̀ka budget ẹ̀ka ti bandit mọ́. Kò dẹ́ ìyẹn rẹ̀ dàgbára humanity tí ó sẹ́ tó lè mú. Gumi ní pé ẹ tọ́jú àwọn bandit torí ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ń kó wa. Òun la gbẹnu sọ wọn. Wọ́n ní tá bá dénú pé táwọn people yìí wà country kan ni. Nàìjíríà ò legalize ìbọn. Níbo ni wọ́n ti rí ìbọn tó fi ń pa wá. Tó bá wù yín kẹ́ ẹ dira. Tó bá wù yín kẹ́ ẹ má dira. I cover with the blood of Jesus. Ìwọ náà mi. Torí tó bá pàdé àwọn people yìí. Wàá gbàgbé wípé Jésù ò ṣọmọ Nàìjíríà. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ pàdé wọn o. 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 Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ pàdé wọn. Torí ẹ̀ sórí gbogbo wa ní ìsìn kọ́lọ́hun tó ṣọ́ yín ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o. Mo mọ mọ́tò wà ọ̀ràn o. Ẹni tó ṣe ayẹta gan lọ́wọ́ yìí ó ń sáfọ́ta. Torí táwọn pípù yìí bá ti dé wọ́n maleka kò gbọ́ nǹkan kan ni wọ́n. Wọ́n gbé máa nǹkan nígboro Ìbàdàn. Nígboro Ìbàdàn ló ti gbé o. Ó wá láti Amẹ́ríkà. Tẹ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀bẹ̀ ló fi gba 30 million. Máa kan lánàá wọ́n gbé yẹn wọ́n wá wí aṣọ sórí báyìí. Owó ni wọ́n fẹ́ béèrè. Wọ́n dún máa yẹn láti pé àwọn òṣèré o. Gọ́vnà ìlú wá sọ wí gọ́vnà Ṣèyí Mákindé wá ní kí wọ́n jọ àwọn rẹ́dì láti bá wọn negotiate. A jẹ́ pé security ìlú yóò ṣúọ̀. Ṣé o rẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà ń lo òyìnbó tẹ́ fẹ́ wálé ilé yá? Ilé ò ní yá kíákíá báyìí o. Ìsídà kó jẹ́ pé ilé yá ló fẹ́ wá àbí ilé tó ti yá ráúráú. Yóò wá kanu méjèèjì. Ẹ̀yin tí àwọn ọmọ yín wà l'Amẹ́ríkà tó wà ní London, ẹ tètè sọ fún wọn Èkó nìkan ló ṣúọ̀. Èkó tó dẹ̀ ṣúọ̀ kò kọjá Kẹjọ Òṣòdì Mùṣín. Tó bá ti ń wọ Badagry, Èkó ṣúọ̀. Owó dé Ìdíròkò Ṣàngó.
By the time we will realize what Fulani have done to us in this country, it might just have been too late. By the time we will realize the extent of the damage that Fulani has done to this nation, it will have been just too late. I'm sorry. But I'm not even actually sorry, because this is not something we didn't see. This is something Nnamdi Kanu cried of for a long time. The church hated him. The people hated him. We criticized him. I was part of those that criticized him. But we see everything the man has said coming to pass today. When Fulani went and killed Fatorati's daughter, the late Afenifene reader, when they slaughtered his daughter like a chicken, slaughtered his daughter, the president, Tinubu went there and claimed, where are the cows? He said, where are the cows? Tinubu went there and mocked them. They said it was Fulani. He denied it. He said, where are the cows? Because of his political ambition. You know that people like Tinubu are not interested in governance. They're only interested in power. All they want to secure is power. So they can sell their soul for power. They can sacrifice Nigerians for power. He doesn't care. All he knows is politics of power, not good governance. He went there and said, where are the cows? They said, do you believe the Fulani? He said, no. He said, where are the cows? By the time we realize the extent of the damages that Fulani has done in this country, it will have just been too late. You can be there to say it doesn't concern you. The day is coming, you remember that a man of God kept shouting this thing. I've become a talkative on social media. I keep talking every now and then. You think I'm playing? You think I just want to do content? Some of you even call me content creator. By the time you realize the extent of the damages of this Fulani to this nation, it might just have been too late. They're not just operating in the north anymore. They've been doing it in the north. They've conquered the north. They've overwhelmed the middle belt. Now they have moved to the east. They have moved to the west. They tested the waters in Kwara. There was no resistance whatsoever. They have tested it in Ebonyi. They did it in Enugu. Recently, it was in Imo State. They attacked in Imo State. There was no resistance whatsoever. They did it in Omagwa in Port Harcourt, River State, south of Nigeria. They've tested the water. They've seen it. Then they decided to go deeper and went to your state, kidnapping a child of 2, a child of 4, slaughtering a maths teacher, an educated man, an illiterate, uncircumcised Fulani, slaughtering an educated Yoruba man, slaughtering like a chicken, took a life that has value, that has capacity to impact a generation, and he took it like that without anything. By the time we will realize the extent of the damages of Fulani to this society. I told you of Fulanization agenda. I told you of Islamization agenda. I told you how they're working for jihad, how they want to overwhelm the nation with turn Nigeria to a caliphate, to an emirate. You think I'm playing? By the time we will realize it, they're not afraid. They've done it in Port Harcourt for Fulani to come to Port Harcourt, in Omagwa, and slaughter people and kidnap people in South. Then they went to the west. They did it. The Yorubas are I'm sorry, these are my people, but unfortunately they've been so foolish. They're foolish. They're interested in standing on a useless mandate, on a corrupted mandate, on a mandate of a man that has no capacity, that is corrupt, that is incompetent. They're still politicking. There are people being slaughtered in the bush, in the farms. They're still politicking. Such a useless people. I'm sorry, the Yorubas. I'm from Ogun State. I'm from Abeokuta. But if it was anything about Igbo, you see them rise up and their manhood will rise up. A lady put us last time, she wanted to do an art exhibition and she put it Owambe. They came out. The government came out. The SSS came out. They said, no, you are desecrating the Yorubas because you are Igbo. They came out with their manhood. They came out. Their man was charged. They wanted to kill her. They said, we're sure you don't do nothing. You are desecrating the Yoruba tribe. You are desecrating the Yoruba culture. Such a depraved-minded fools, idiots. Depraved-minded idiots. They came out. Their people have been slaughtered. They went to the Orire local government, took children, took men, took women, slaughtered them. Having a child of 2 years old in the deaths of kidnapper. What does it? If this is a serious nation, I tell you, if Nigeria is anywhere a serious nation, this nation should be grounded. As it is like this. And call for the resignation of the president. But no. When you go on social media, you'll be so amazed at the nonsense that you see online. Have you forgotten that there are people that are still the people that were kidnapped from Ekwa Church on the 5th of April? They are still in the deaths of kidnapper, and the government is politicking, looking for mandate to stand on. Useless, corrupt mandate. Foolish idiots. They say this man of God talk too much. This man of God is abusive. This man of God talk too. If you think God punish you too, I'm so tired of you idiots. That we don't know what we major on the minor, then we minor on the major. By the time you realize the extent of the damages of Fulani to this nation, I tell you, it will have been too much. It will have been too late. Maybe the day you remember that, and this man of God has been shouting and talking about this thing, then there will be a gun on your head. Or a knife to your throat. To kill you like they are killing cow. You see what we are doing? It will backfire. The Yorubas, They used to call them betrayers. They used to call the Yoruba betrayers. Are you not seeing it? They are so focused on Peter Obi not becoming president. Oh my God. They are so focused on Peter Obi not becoming president. Look at what they are doing. That useless boy. That useless, what's his name? Sunday Go will come out and tell you, if not for APC, nobody's, I don't want to say anything, other political party is APC. And he came out the other time to say he wants to defend his fatherland. Confused idiot. He cannot see what they're doing to his fatherland now. From, your state, right in your state where he's from. He cannot see that now. If it's a talk of Peter Obi, how to hinder Peter Obi from being president or another candidate, you see them come up because they want to stand on useless money. If you want to see the men of God in the south, it is when they're campaigning. One useless idiot called himself a pastor came out the other day and they gathered people for a crusade and they were saying, on your mandate we shall stand. Confused bastards. Brethren, by the time you realize the extent of the damages of the Fulanis and the Islamic jihadists in Nigeria on us, it might just have been too late. If we don't stand up and rise up, if it's a serious nation, for the extent of this, you will have seen the military power. I mean, so don't you see how it is done in other nations? Your president sent some lousy words through a lousy media aid by your Nonuga. Lousy media aid. Confused bigots. And shared by the confused people in his government. The Yoruba, the confused Yorubas. If you say they are bankrolling me, I'm a Yoruba man, a bona fide one from Abeokuta. But I'm better, I'm wiser, better, more anointed with the wisdom of God to know what to do at a time. When there was no king in Israel, everyone does what was right in his own side. That is exactly what I say. By the time you realize with the extent of the damages of Fulani on Nigeria, I pity you. They tested, they have done it in Kwara, they have done it in Ondo, they have done it, they just recently did it on Oyo. You think you're in Lagos, you're safe. You're in a quiet land. One day you just see it happen. It will be like an Indian film. You see it. My team has been working tirelessly in the north to see the extent of the damages of the military. Instead of protecting the people, they are there destroying the people. By the time you see the extent, the damages of the Fulanis, of the Fulanization agenda, of Islamization agenda on Nigerians, it might just have to too late. All your influencers are online, doing very useless things, and you see people flocking them, following them. The day it will happen to you, I'll be here. For the children of God, you'll be protected, but we must act. I've told us the military will not save us. We must do the right thing. We know what to do. When it is time, you will not wait for government approval. You will carry rifle and defend yourself.